I want to deep dive into Zion Williamson, okay? So Zion Williamson is absolutely positively under fire, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to share with you why he's under fire. We all know that Zion Williamson is largely dealing with a lot going on in his life, especially with regard to a lot of these baby mamas, chicks for the streets, fans only models. Yes, I said fans only intentionally because, I want to just make sure that we operating above board for the YouTube algorithm. But fans only models, different chicks are saying that he got him pregnant. He can't stay on the court. He out here trying to pay for chicks' lifestyle, allegedly, based off of what these chicks are saying. But more importantly, the question that I want to ask is Zion's life completely ruined? Is Zion's life completely ruined? Right? I hear that New Orleans is absolutely trying to get rid of him. They saying that he's on a trading block. And a lot of us remembers Zion, a lot of us remember how great Zion was projected to be. I always said it, and you know what? When we launch the sports show later on this week, I'm going to bring it up. I said that Zion would be a bust. Not based off of talent, but based off of effort. He don't have it in him. He don't have the work ethic. He don't have the desire to actually be better. He don't have the ability to really put the self-discipline in himself because he's always been given everything and he didn't have to earn anything. I said that Zion would be a worse version of Blake Griffin and wouldn't even come close to a Charles Barkley. Not talent-wise, but when it comes to his ability to do the thing that's in his own best interest, he got too many enablers. He down there with that New Orleans gumbo and that food. And he don't have no real OGs in his life to then give him the ability to really enable himself to do the thing that's in his own best interest. That whole 2018-2019 draft class is just going to be absolutely washed. Absolutely washed. Look at the talent that this guy has. Jumping through the gym, but can't lose weight, out here dealing with these chicks for the streets, and cannot have any discipline. But let me share with you something really quickly, right? Because that's not even the most egregious part. That's not really the biggest problem. You want me to show you what the biggest problem is? Here, I'll share it with you. He got a Hellcat on his hands. He got a Hellcat on his hands. Allegedly, he got a new 5-year deal worth the amount of about $194 million. Let me tell you something. Somebody said, Anton, leave the gumbo out of it. Why do I got to leave the gumbo out of it? If my only job in the world is to be fit and to practice and put up shots in the gym every single day, I am going to be the absolute best as a result of it. If my only job, if the way in which I fed my family was to really dedicate myself to my craft, with regard to content creation, I don't miss. When it comes to corporate America, I don't miss. If my only job is to be fit, put up shots in the gym, and then live in the facility, I am absolutely positively going to dedicate myself to it. I don't know how y'all is out here fumbling the bag and not dedicating yourself to that. I can't slip. I can't miss. I can't make those same mistakes, right? Whatever your craft is, whatever it is that you do well, whatever it is that your talent is, whatever you get paid the most for, that's the thing that you got to make sure above all things that you never, ever, ever put yourself in a position to fumble the bag. But Moriah Mills, we never even knew who this chick was. We never knew who Moriah Mills was before Zion Williamson made her famous. So we got two questions as we go through what it is that we're about to go through right now. The first question is, are women Are women, specifically black women, just inherently evil? Because I know we're going to hold Zion accountable. We've been holding Zion accountable for about 2 weeks now. Are women that's in these guys' lives, or is it just the women that they choose? And when I say women, obviously you could never say all, but are we, when you really break it down, we talking about the majority. We're talking about the majority. Are the majority of women inherently evil? Why would you want to do this to a man? Why would you want to do this to a man? Above all, I never ever want to get somebody's bag removed from them. I would never dock somebody. I would never call their job. I would never be pissed at them. I would never get them to fumble the bag. That's just not how we move out here in these streets. But listen to what she says. And obviously, you know how Twitter is, and Twitter is actually going in the reverse. So the most recent is the first. But this is what she said 12 hours ago. Zion can't win a case against me. I have physical proof that he sent people to threaten me, and he know this as well. I'm taking you to court for all the damages you have caused my life. And then she tags Zion, the NBA, and the Pelicans. Now, you know the Pelicans is looking at this like, what the hell is going on in our lives? We got to get rid of this guy. I'm going to read Super Chat shortly. Thank you to Young Capsule for supporting the platform. This is what she's typing now that she has the visibility. Let's continue with what she says. She says, and shout out to Q. Q actually is the person that sent me this morning. She says, Zion got erectile dysfunction. Good luck. You know, as a content creator, I understand that the way in which these guys get the bag is not just their ability to be able to shoot a jump shot on the court, but it's also their public image, and that's how they're able to secure a lot of their endorsements. She says erectile dysfunction for you, Zion Williamson. You a young 20-something-year-old man that can't get it up. She says you're going to have to pop versus at a young age for a long time, maybe a honey pack or two, feel no remorse for you. And then she goes on and starts to really nuke him, right? She says, NBA, I have tapes of me and Zion Williamson, and he also has them on his trap phone. Trade him now. He doesn't deserve to be in New Orleans. I'm dropping the tapes soon. Now, do y'all understand the importance of exercise and the level of dick discipline? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. It doesn't matter because, first of all, I would caution y'all to actually take what she says as gospel, okay? Just because she's saying it doesn't mean that it's true. But does it really matter? Because in the court of public opinion, the only thing that matters is what you think. Because nobody is going to come back and they're going to say, you know what? She was wrong. I got a newfound respect for Zion. Shout out to C. Don. I'm definitely going to be reading that super chat shortly. Nobody is going to come back in a court of public opinion and say, you know what? She was wrong. I'm going to apologize to Zion. It's your girl saying, said, isn't it considered revenge porn if she does drop them and he can sue for that? Probably. He probably can sue for it. But here's the other part. The damage is already done. And what is he going to get from her? What is he going to get from her? DeMariano says, these tweets is giving me anxiety. What is it benefiting from him? He's the star. She's just coming up off of him. This kind of reminds me of the Stormy Daniels situation. This reminds me of the exact same thing as the Stormy Daniels situation. This is why it's important for these young guys to exercise a level of dick discipline. Shout out to Brock. Definitely going to be reading that super chat shortly. She says, check this out. Where is my wire transfer, Zion? You a liar and a cheat. Where the F is my money? Trade this fraud. He doesn't deserve to be in Nolia. Does your baby mama know you still trying to fly me out? Clown. I think she got him and his whole team and his stepfather shaking in their boots. She got him, his whole team, and stepfather shaking in their boots. And then she drops these. He's still texting this chick, allegedly. We don't know because this is bad. We have no clue whatsoever. We have no clue whatsoever. She could have typed in somebody's name on a text message and went back and forth and then have it as Zion W. But for the sake of conversation, because the only thing that matters is the court of public opinion, right? That's what y'all say. Zion allegedly says, I only say in 3 because I have to explain certain wires and it's easier when broken up over 7 days. Nothing crazy. And then she says allegedly, okay, bae, that's why cash is better. Then goes on to say, D, but this is allegedly him, right? But the wire won't hit till tomorrow, baby. It's the weekend. Are there any flights today I can book? She dropping text messages. She dropping tweets. She tagging the NBA. She tagging the Pelicans. She extorting this dude. This is evil. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, this is absolutely, positively evil. Absolutely evil. But here's the question, because I'm starting to feel a little bit of sympathy for Zion, honestly. I'm starting to feel bad because nobody should have their life ruined in this way. Nobody should have their life ruined this way. I'm starting to feel a little bit of sympathy. Then she says, see you in court, send a wire transfer, your NBA career light will be dim once these tapes is released. It's over for you. You effed up, spitting in my mouth all those times. It's over for you. I own you. You won't be able to sleep. Sleepless nights is over for you. And nightmares. Why you renting a house in Miami? You'll never bounce back. Hope your leg heals before the season. You're going to lose everything and suffer for what you did to me, Justice. You're going to lose everything and fail. You'll never come back from this, Zion. You'll lose all your endorsements. If this tape drops, you're about to be traded and ranked lower and replaced by Trey on the NBA Pelicans. It's over for you. Fat bust. It's over for you. No one betrays me. He a bust now. Now I have tapes of me and he has them also. Trade this man. Why you keep sending your friends to my DMs to test me? I never cheated on you, not once. Jesus. Yo, is that French? She sent French Montana? Why she posting French Montana in her D? This is bad. This is absolutely horrific. Now, here's the real question that you have to ask yourself. This is the real question that you got to ask yourself. As we go through and we see this play out, was I right or was I right? Was I right or have I been right the entire time that I've been telling y'all to stay out of these streets? You don't need to ever participate with women. that do not have your best interest at heart just because you're trying to get some box. You are out here putting your whole bag on the line, all your endorsements, your relationship with the franchise. Everybody around you is under fire. Everybody is trying to put out this smoke. Can't nobody take his phone away from him and tell him, hey, stop sending her messages, stop texting her, stop recording, stop having sex with her. Just get out here and just shoot the ball in the gym and don't get caught up. Now LeBron James is looking even more like a superstar, ain't he? LeBron James is looking like an absolute legend because LeBron James is over there chilling with Savannah, raising his 3 kids, and he's looking like a legend. But y'all want to continue to pick on low-hanging fruit, as JB says in the chat. Y'all want to keep flying these chicks out. Y'all want to keep doing stuff without the legal paperwork. You thought you was smart. You thought that social media was for you to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do when you want to do it. Okay, well then this is what it is that you got to suffer with as a result of it. I keep warning y'all. And a lot of y'all think that y'all can get away with it just because y'all regular everyday people and y'all not as famous as Zion yet. You will be. You will be successful. You will be great. You will level up. You will absolutely positively get to the bag, right? You're going to be great in corporate America and all of this other type of stuff. And all of that bullshit that you're doing, all of that, you keep sending dick pics over to these hoes and your face is in it and they can see what your background look like. And then people can say, yeah, he actually lived there because that's the mirror that he was in. No, it ain't no deep fake. It ain't Photoshop. It's your real background. And you don't even realize that the things that you're doing today, you're going to change your life later. And then you're going to have to come back and say, you know what? Well, I was ignorant back then. I'm a different man right now. Don't get caught up, man. Every single decision that you make, and it's not just related to business, but it's also related to how you live your life across the board, whether it's marriage, relationships, the chicks that you deal with, the decisions that you make as far as doing certain things. You know, it's people that's still out here because they extended the amount of time that they can chase you down for a PPP loan. For the next 7 to 10 years, they are still out here worried about when the police and when the FBI is going to kick down their door, whip in the 4-4. All you hear is, Papa, don't hit me, Momo. For the next 7, 8, 9, 10 years, they still going to have to worried about whether or not the federal government is going to kick in their door for the PPP loans just because they ain't got around to you yet. Everything you do, make sure that you are taking a 10, 15, 20-year view and perspective on the things that you do, because you always got a chick that's waiting to ruin your life right around the corner.